Hi and welcome back to Country Cooking and Living. Today on this episode we're going to make chocolate whipped cream. It's really easy and simple. You're going to need 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, then you're going to need a tablespoon of cocoa powder, and 2 cups of powdered sugar. Then we're going to blend it together, or whisk it together. And this will take about anywhere from 3 minutes and up. You don't want to whisk it too much or it'll become butter. So I'll take a break and we'll be back. Welcome back. As you can see, it's on high, or almost high actually. And it is whisking away, fun, and it's getting there. It's been not even a minute yet, but I wanted to show you that you start out on low first to kind of mix it a little bit, and then you put it on to the speed to get it going. This isn't going to be a strong looking chocolate. You can always add a little bit more, but I wouldn't, because you don't want it to be overpowering when you put it on things. Now, as you can see, it's starting to form. Now, this would be about the time that you should taste it. And if you want to add more chocolate, you can. And if you don't have to. So, I'm going to show you the difference between this color and if you add another tablespoon. Now, when you do that, you have to add a little bit more sugar. So, remind yourself that at the end. As you can see, it's going. And it's not overpowering. The change of the color hasn't changed, as you can see. But it's starting to form peaks. See? So, as you can see, it's making a very nice peak. At this point, you can always add a little bit more powdered sugar. I would add no more than maybe a tablespoon of powdered sugar, and then mix it up again. So we'll take a break and we'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. As you can see, this is now stiff enough to make into your whipped cream. At this point, we are going to separate it in half, and I'm going to make a darker chocolate version, and then I'll do another version, which is this regular one. So I will be back in a minute. Welcome back. So I added another tablespoon for this version of cocoa powder, and then I added another tablespoon of sugar. You need to have that because the powder is bitter. So this is now the dark chocolate version, and that's what I wanted. So as you can see, it's stiff, it's at peak. You can stick on my finger. Now we're going to put it in a bag, and we're going to use it for a recipe that's next on my show. So since I showed you how to make a light version of the cocoa chocolate whipped cream, and this is the dark chocolate whipped cream, I'm going to put it in a pastry tip, and I will show you how to do that in a minute. Welcome back. Well, now I have a pastry bag, and I cut down the tip and I put in a pastry tip and kind of like a design. This is your basic normal one that you use. I don't know the number, I don't know anything like that. I just go with what I make. So I'm going to put this in a cup or something. You don't have to have anything fancy. And I'm just going to put it inside like this. And I'm going to take it and wrap it around the cup. And now I'm going to take the whipped cream and I'm going to put it in this cup. Now, I usually do this. It's not exactly professional, but oh well. And I scrape it just enough. And now you can take it and bring it up some and fill it up some more, as you can see. Now, I don't fill it up very much from that point because you need to have some gripping. So that's what I do right there. And then I take it out of the cup and I get it down the bag. I'm sure there's a better professional way, but I'm not doing that. I twist it and squeeze a little bit, and I do it again. And then straight away, I twist it, put it back in the cup, and I put it in the fridge. I do this so that it can stay cool. So, as you've seen, that's what I do. It's simple, easy, and effective, and we still have stuff in there. And I put the leftover into a container and save it for later, for just topping on to a drink, not having to make it look pretty or anything. But it was that simple, that easy. Until we meet again, peace, love, and hope, and thank you for joining me.